execute. BBC never raised any outcry. Upon all the things, the one they saw is the one we are saying. All the things we are posting, they have never seen it. And we are urging all Biafrans, all IPOB media warriors, for those who want to also join in the fight. In the next 1 month, we are going to sleep on BBC Facebook, on their Twitter, on all their platforms. Biafrans, we are descending in all the BBC platforms to show them evidence of Nigerian atrocities against the Biafrans, and what we are posting does not equate to the violence they are talking about. Mazi, thank you so much.
There, Mazi, we must continue. Because as you said, we need to educate the BBC for the misinformation and make clarify, because they are the people that are disinforming, bringing out this information. I want us to continue listening to this, please, because before I open my lines, please.
Unsuccessful. One thing that they have been successful with is their disinformation.
The documentary operator, documenter, Ibekwe, is an Igbo man, which BBC is also using. Listen to him.
Campaign. And in fact, they started off with disinformation. Nnamdi, those radio broadcasts Nnamdi Kanu was doing then were steeped in disinformation.
This misinformation came from the top.
This is Uchemofo.
You understand? So other people started learning from Nnamdi. As an apprentice, you'll be looking up to your master.
One particular target of Ipob's disinformation effort is the Fulani, one of the largest ethnic groups in West Africa. Many Fulani, who are predominantly Muslim, still...
For your information, Fulani is not one of the largest ethnic groups in West Africa. It is live from the pit of hell. Do you see this information? This is live from Fulani in the whole of Africa is not up to 20 million. Do you understand that? I say not in Nigeria, the whole Africa. They are not up to 15 to 20 million. They are not up to. But they are mobile. They are nomadic. That is why it's just like you go Nigeria. The one you see in Nigeria before you know, you go back to Mali. After some time, you see the same person in Mali. After sometimes you see him in another country, and you say that no, BBC should stop this misinformation. They are lying.
Follow the nomadic cattle herding culture of their ancestors, which brings them into regular conflict with farming communities in several West African countries. However, in Nigeria, tensions have escalated. Over the last decade, there has been an upsurge in attacks and kidnappings across the country, blamed on nomadic Fulani herders. The Global Terrorism Index attributed more than 1,300 deaths to Fulani extremists between 2018 and 2019.
Okay, Mazi, do you see? I want you to come in here. They say that no matter what, that the Fulani, they are being accused. But the World Global Index said that Fulani headsmen are one of the worst terrorists in the world. Now, how do you compare the two? You see how BBC is misinforming people. Mazi, please come in.
Mazi, can you hear me?
Yes, go on. The
okay.
whole world is hearing you.
Yeah. Mazi, let me say something on this Fulani issue. Like you rightly said, that the Fulani are nomadic people, which everybody knows about that. This Fulani, the Fulani headsmen, or the Fulani, all in West Africa, in Central Africa, they have anywhere they go, they goes there with terror and banditry and the stealing and kidnapping. Go to Central Africa, the same problem. Go to Sudan, the same problem. Go to Mali, Burkina Faso, where? Ghana,
Ivory Coast,
Ivory Coast. And this myopic BBC reporter is talking about clash. Clash with who? You comes to my house. They say there is clash between herders and farmers. Who told you there is clash between herders and farmers? Who said so? And this is the propaganda the Nigerian government, headed by Jubril Buhari, has already sold out. When he went to America, he told them it is farmers and herders clash. What kind of farmers and herders clash? In our land, in our farms, you call it. When you know that these people, let me say, according to them, Nigeria have they said Fulani is 6%. 6%. This is their record, what they said. In 2018, I don't know if Nigeria counted any census in 2018. They say Fulani is 6% of the Nigerian population.
Mazi, do you know that thing? I used to say it here. I checked back. In 2015, it was 2.5%. Immediately,
so how did they grow to? Yes. Thank you. 2.5%. In 2015. So how did they go to almost 6%? How did they increase? Because they have. You hear the governor of Bauchi. He said every Fulani is a Nigerian because they have family here. So if you have family somewhere, because an Arab man in Kuwait have a family in Saudi Arabia, he's from Saudi. Because he have a relative in Qatar, he's from Qatar. Where on earth does this thing happen? If I have a family member that is now an American citizen, so I am an American. Is that what he's trying to insinuate? Is that what they're trying to insinuate? So why is it only in Nigeria they use such analysis? Why are they? Because we know there are Fulanis living in America, living in Canada. Why other Fulanis are not Canadians? Why are they not Canadians? We know Fulanis are living in Saudi Arabia. Why are they not citizens of Saudi Arabia? Why only in Nigeria? Why? And let us ask also these people. How many of our people should Fulani herdsmen kill before they will realize or they will categorize it that yes, these people are being killed? How many? I want to know. I want to know how many of our people should be killed by the Fulani herdsmen before BBC will say, yes, you people are being killed. Like I saw them Ibekwe, shaking when that question that's not true, that Fulanis are not all that we are hypering. Who told them we are hypering? Are they not seeing the utterances of Fulani people? Are they not seeing the utterances of their leaders who say that Bayelsa oil belongs to the Fulani, who say that Biafra, it is their estate of their grandfather? Are they not seeing it? And they are looking more evidence for them to agree that we are being killed. Few days ago, people are being killed in Enugu, and if they can deny that Fulanis, they killed us in our land, they say they denied it. They didn't run a program against the Nigerian government. Then certain things that the crime that Nigeria is committing in our place, they come and run a documentary that show you how devilish BBC is and how the evil intent they have against the people of Biafra. Mazi, thank you so much.
Well, let us continue listening.
Many Fulani have died in the cycle of revenge killings. Their leaders say they are being attacked by gangs from farming communities who try to steal their cattle and that they are just defending themselves. Nigeria's President Muhammadu Buhari is Fulani himself. There are claims his government has been too lenient towards criminal acts committed by some Fulani, which has emboldened many perpetrators. President Buhari denies these claims, calling them unfair. This investigation has seen how these attacks have been weaponized as part of Ipob's disinformation campaigns and painted as part of a grand conspiracy to subjugate and Islamize the South.
The Ipob has this thing with cattle because they believe the Hausa Fulani are going to farm all kinds of propaganda. Some of these things, there might be truth in some of these allegations of herdsmen destroying farms. There's no doubt herdsmen were destroying farms and all of that. But then I came up with the story of, they were also raping our women. There might be some truth in that. But Ipob took it several notches and made it.
Now, Mazi, this man, this Ibekwe, he said the claim by IPOB that the Fulani herdsmen are killing us, there might be truth in it. raping our women, killing our people in the farm. There might be truth in it, but we are hyping it. What does he mean? If what you are saying is true, then what is the problem there, Mazi? Do you see how these evil people?
You know, yeah, Mazi, you know, BBC will never. If you watch all the people they brought to the documentary to speak against the activities of IPOB, you will know you can't speak in favor of IPOB and you are in that program. You have to understand that. That's why I ask, how many of our people should they kill before BBC will recognize? How many of our women should they rape before they will recognize? How many? That is the question. How many? So now, what we have to do is, that's why I said, in this week, in next 1 month, we are going to bombard BBC with all evidence. Our people, Biafrans around the world, you people know how, what to do. We know how to dig out our information. We are going to bombard BBC.
Let us continue listening.
We can make like an anthem. So any attack, even if it's not remotely connected to the Hausa Fulani, the blame it on Hausa Fulani.
The leader of Miyetti Allah Kautal Huri, a group fighting for the welfare of the Fulani in Nigeria, told the BBC that many allegations against the Fulani are being fabricated for political reasons, and that they are unfairly being blamed for rapes and kidnappings in areas where they are not even present. But the anti-Fulani disinformation effort extends beyond the herders themselves to ethnic Igbo officials and traditional rulers who live in the southeast. Government workers, politicians, and police have all been accused on social platforms of collaborating with the Fulani against other Nigerians. Ipob leader Nnamdi Kanu has called for security officers to be killed.
Kill them. If you see the army and the police in your village, kill all of them. Any vehicle you see from tonight, 12 midnight to 5, destroy it completely.
This is from his Facebook live broadcast on April 22, 2021. This sentiment continues to be echoed by his followers across social media. They call the security services and traditional rulers saboteurs or sabos, a slur word revived from the days of the Civil War that, when used then as now, was often a death sentence. Last December.
Mazi, do you see the voice of our leader they played? You know, you have mentioned it before. Do you see how, you know, all these things are telling us how they do their media or conduct their media or media war propaganda? They cut out just one phrase without making people to understand why you say that. They just cut it out. As you said, the voice of our leader that day, all of us were listening. Our people were crying. There was wailing everywhere in our land. We were being killed, you know, extrajudicially, while our people were on bed in their houses. Nigerian military and shot.
Mazi, do you remember the date?
Oh.
Mazi, do you remember the date? He said 21st April
22nd April 2021. Yes.
2021. Thank you. Mazi, this was at the height the military were going. Let me tell you something. Only a tree
will stand
wearing
the full
yeah, you have to play it with the full version. Thank you, Mazi. Mazi, at that particular time, our people were facing a brutal attack from the government, from the Nigerian army. Innocent people were gunned down in their homes. A provocation. People were gunned down on the streets of Biafra, and nobody says anything. And they come inside the villages, adopting youth and killing them. They do like, at that time, I want to know, it is our duty to defend ourselves. We did nothing than asking for a free Biafra, a free nation. If our leader makes such statement, something might have warrant at that particular moment. But cutting it out that they said there was a reason that led to that when our people are being brutally gunned down in the streets of Biafra. And I know even in the jail, our leader will not retrieve that language because it gave that particular word for a particular reason. Because our people were being gunned down in their homes, houses were burned. And I want to ask, all these houses that were born in Biafra land,
two traditional rulers
in Ebonyi, in Anambra, by the Nigerian securities, have BBC ever run a program on the houses of innocent people that are being burned down by the police and the army? In Izombe, with their own report, they said people doing oil bunkering. Was it IPOB that were doing oil bunkering in Izombe? Were they IPOB member in Izombe doing oil bunkering that have confrontation with their fellow army officers who went to collect their own share, and they have confrontation, and on the process a soldier was killed, and they burned down houses of many IPOB members in Izombe. More than 50 houses were burned down. BBC, did they ever run a program and tell the world why those homes were burned down? By the state government, by the Nigerian security agents. Mazi, BBC have joined. We know BBC has been playing the devil's advocate, but now it's good. Now they have come out openly. Let us do this once and for all.
Of course.
God. Thank you, Mazi.
You know what they want us to do the time we are being butchered? They want our leader to tell Biafrans, hey, go and pray. Be nice citizens. So just lie down, pray to God to save you, so that even if they kill you, no problem. That is what they want to hear. But no way.
State were kidnapped from their palaces and taken to a camp where they were tagged saboteurs to the Biafran cause and tortured. One of them was killed. The video of the torture of the traditional rulers was obtained by the Nigerian police officers who raided the camp of the kidnappers. It is too graphic to be shown on screen. Sarah Ezi, a police officer at the start of her career. For safety, we have changed her name. One morning in early 2021, she was on duty as a prison guard at a correctional facility in the southeast of Nigeria. Sarah's duty that day was to transport prisoners, but the vehicle she and her colleagues were traveling in was ambushed. Armed men killed Sarah and took her gun. Over a year later, her family is still trying to come to terms with her murder.
Kemgbe m na nwatakịrị a tawara ahụhụ, ndị agha fụrụ anyị wee nwụọ. Chineke mere m amara, ewere aha ya si ka ntinye n'ọrụ polisi. Ebe obi ya na-akwụ ụgwọ ụlọ, eme everything, achọ ihe ọ na-eri. Bịa ka nọkọtaziri, hey Chineke nna. Since ahụ, ihe afụbeghị m n'ahụ.
The Nigerian government blames Ipob for the murder of hundreds of security officials as well as civilians. Ipob denies involvement, insisting it is agitating for separation from Nigeria through peaceful means. Their media warriors, though, continue their calls for violence. While the desire of seeing their home region break away from Nigeria motivates many of them, financial gains from donations and social media monetization also seems to play a part. In a rare interview, a former high-ranking member of Ipob spoke to us via phone. He told us how the group says it pays people to spread violent rhetoric and disinformation against the Nigerian government.
So that media will also the first priority of the operation should have been countering some fake false information about us. But then, soon Nnamdi Kanu discovered that the activities is making move for his own shenanigans. And so they decide a little bit modify their modus operandi. They bought thousands of laptops. So most of the people you see on social media actually responding from COVID. That is one group. And then you have those of us in Nigeria here. What they do is they pay you money to recharge your account. They buy data for you. They are everywhere in Nigeria. And of course, there is unemployment, and somebody who can receive an Android phone of 70 to 100,000, maybe a laptop of 400,000 or thereabouts, they will do your video. So they are paid, they are encouraged, there is a lot of benefit to it, and most of them feel they are fighting for their father's nation without knowing that they are being used.
The BBC could...
Mazi, let me come in here. Mazi, let me come in. Mazi, let me come in here. Let me come in here.
For money that time. Go on, go on.
Mazi, let me come in here. Every IPOB member who is a media personnel knows that IPOB do not pay any money. And I want everyone to go out there on social media and debunk this rubbish. Yes, we do take responsibility of some people who say, how much is data for a month? 1,500 naira. Mazi, that is it. Some people, and not everybody, people are capable. Biafrans are capable. The media, the volunteer media warriors, they are capable. There are few people can say from time to time, I don't have data when there are certain this thing. What is wrong if we pay data for our people? What is wrong? People are poor at home. People want to participate. They cannot go to protest. They want to be part of the media onslaught to debunk lies like this. If you tell you we buy thousands of laptops to share, this guy is, because that was what he was doing. He was taking laptops. He thought, a criminal, he thought everybody is criminal minded like him. There are nobody buying laptops. Like he said, laptops. Who is working on laptop? Let us be very frank, Mazi.
IPOB is a global. Mazi, what is wrong is in even giving people.
What is wrong? We take care of people. The Nigerian government killed. It runs in millions. We take care of many things. We sponsor a lot of things. What is wrong providing data? That is to show you if IPOB have the opportunity to say that we control. We can even make internet data free for our people, because that is how it is here, Mazi. Here, you go to shopping mall, they will stick it everywhere. Internet is free. We want our people to know, if we have the opportunity, internet will be free for our people in Biafra land, and that we are not apologizing for giving data for those who do not have data, and we will continue to do so, and we wish we can do more better, and the set up free internet in the whole Biafra land. People can browse internet and they know what is happening in the world. Mazi, thank you so much.
Mazi, do you know, like what BBC is doing and is saying? It shows that the British government is also the one making or
they don't want us to have
the
internet.
Nigerian government to make internet difficult. Even electricity.
Sure.
Do you understand?
Yes.
This thing have opened another front. Their ass.
Yes.
Because the way they are saying it, they say, because these things are cheap, data is cheap in Nigeria.
It's not cheap.
So
it's not cheap.
It's cheap.
It's not cheap.
So they need.
It's not cheap.
They need the government to screw it more harder so that people will be in difficulty. That is why Nigeria
and that won't stop us. And Mazi, let me tell you something. Do you know that internet subscription in the northern part of Nigeria and the internet subscription in Lagos, the usage differs. For example, ask people what they are selling in Lagos or in the northern part of Nigeria is more cheaper than those subscribing in the south, in the east. It is more cheaper. Some of the companies, because what they do is they hand over to subsidiary companies. The mother companies refuse all the people subscribers. They hand it over to some subsidiary companies whom they are using to sell, and that makes it more expensive. That is what they are doing. Internet subscription is more expensive in the East than ask people. They can tell you this.
True.
They can tell you this. They can tell you this. And that is the work. And that is BBC is trying to tell them. So if somebody charge 5,000 naira now, he use it for one day. They think they can discourage us. They can never discourage us. We have come. They should know one thing. The millions of Biafrans in diaspora and those at home, they are determined to restore Biafra. And all this nonsense that shenanigans they are talking about, they want to push us so that people will be weak. It is our right, it is our fundamental human right to defend ourselves. We owe no apology for it. If you come to our place to kill us, if we have the opportunity to defend ourselves and on the process you lose your life, so be it. Thank you, Mazi.
Yeah, well.
During the BBC team's trip to independently verify these claims, but we have seen broadcasts by some of the people identified as being part of this disinformation effort admitting to being paid, either by Ipob or by supporters for the work they do.
So that money was truly sent to me, and I share within the people, the names of the people where we say that money.
They give you when you share the money.
Yes, they give me the money, make I share and give, as in among ourselves.
We contacted.
Mazi, do you see what BBC is?
Mazi, let me clear you there.
Okay.
Mazi, let me clear you there. Do you now understand those infiltrators that were brought into the struggle? Do you now understand their role? What they were asked to come and do? Do you understand it very clear? Do you understand it? Their purpose was before. They thought everybody in IPOB is a hungry man. They want to use the money because that is a source of blackmail. Imagine, had it been Chinasa Nworu or Chike Doziemu, like all of them started that time to blackmail the IPOB leadership. Have it been that we collected any money from any government? Do you tell me that those politicians or whoever have done it wouldn't have tipped the BBC? And today, they would have accused Chike Doziemu, Chinasa Nworu, because they couldn't. It was all the plan they did. But thanks to Efe, that she came out at any stage. Now, they do not want to say about what led to Efe. This was when they sent the infiltrators. They give them, and she was the only one that came out. She was the only one that came out and exposed this thing. You see BBC because they wanted to release issue of money. IPOB is not paying people. That is why you see those infiltrators, they were only talking about money, because they know at the end of the day, BBC were waiting, let all these things settle so they will use it for a documentary. And then let me tell you, Mazi, in the documentary, you saw one of these infiltrators who call himself the head of the autopilot. All the incitement he incited on. Did you see where they mentioned anything he said? They just flash him so that it won't look biased that they spoke. Because this is how agent provocateurs work. They just flash him with all the people that you saw BBC displayed. And him who have made several incitements against our people, to kill our people, go to the market where people are frying akara and kill them. The utterances are there. All those. Did you see where BBC showcased one of that comment? No, they did not. This is for you to understand how agent provocateurs. They know if they remove him from the picture, people will think. Why you didn't mention? They brought him, the lighter place and they cross and they just wave it. And who they are targeting, they call him Efe, call him Biafra child watching Eke. They are wasting their time. We and BBC will meet in court. Since they know how to make documentary, let them bring that documentary. We are saving the documentary and they will come to court and defend all this rubbish. Thank you, Mazi.
There we go. You know, all these things used to, Mazi, they have killed us. Before the advent of social media, we are just like Morono, I'm telling you. Because they structure us with what they want us to hear and the way they want us to hear it. That is it. Now, this thing makes me to start thinking. So, this is what we are listening before and believing. Look at
that is it. That is it.
Yeah, look at how they cut the statements, a phrase from when she was confessing of how autopiloters pay her. Now they put
that is it.
Oh God! If you don't know the story now, you will believe. Look at this and that. Nah,
yes.
Consuming this garbage called news from BBC, from other mainstream media. To God who made me, we would have been buried alive. Let us continue, please.
Ipob leadership with our findings from this investigation. The leadership replied, but did not provide a response. We contacted all of the media warriors.
That type of English, I cannot understand it. The leadership replied, but cannot provide a response. When I heard it, I started cracking.
Mazi,
you replied but did not bring a response.
Mazi, yes. BBC, they are after all, many countries have banned them in most cases because of fake news. People have banned them. They are known for fake news around the world. BBC is known for fake news. Mazi, if you don't mind, I can read. If you don't mind, I can read the email BBC sent to me. If you don't mind.
Do it.
And this email, yes, Mazi, this email was sent on 10th May. They said, Chinasa Nworu, BBC IPOB investigation, your urgent response requested. And they wrote, Dear Chinasa Nworu, I am writing on behalf of BBC's disinformation team. We have been investigating the role of so-called media warriors as part of IPOB's campaign for an independent Biafran state. During our research, we have found numerous examples from IPOB supporters of hate speech and calls for violent acts, including against Fulani headers and Igbo officials, traditional leaders, police living in the southeast. In our report, we will be including examples from your Facebook account and would like to give you the chance to respond. Could you please answer the following? The question now is, how do you respond to accusations that your calls for violent acts on Facebook result in real-world violence? In order to reflect in the report, your response needs to be sent to wsdisinformation@bbc.co.uk by 14:00 GMT, Wednesday, 18th May. Wednesday is next week, Mazi. Thank you. And we were preparing their reply because they just sent the email. I got the email, and other people got the email. We communicated. We said, okay, prepare a reply for them. The next thing, they are out. So why should we? Now Facebook is they are policing Facebook. They are following us to know what we put on Facebook and what we don't put on Facebook. Why they don't see the ones other people are putting on against our people. The utterances, the extraordinary rendition of our leader, who is their citizens. Facebook, BBC don't report it. They don't even talk about it. And they come here talking jargons, telling us about Mazi. They did not. This is the message, and the preparation to respond to them was already on the way. We were already preparing, and since it is so, the leadership will now make the response public. We are not going to send it in email any longer. The leadership will now respond BBC in many ways. We will respond them officially based on this documentary. We will respond them to court. We will respond them in any way they want it, since they want a response. And the one thing is this: BBC should learn to accord respect to IPOB and IPOB media. And they should not use the word so-called, and they must retrieve that language, because that particular so-called IPOB media warriors, for this, using this word, We will fight until they retrieve that particular so-called and understand that IPOB is a movement of the people. We are people, we are a nation, we are people marching forward to restore our dignity, our self-preservation, and no matter what they write, their documentary, they cannot be able to defeat the determination of those who want freedom. Thank you, Mazi.
There, well, that is the English. I say, what does it mean? We contacted them, they replied, but they were not able to send a response. Tautology.
Ask for their comments, but had no response. Meanwhile, on the ground, people struggle to come to terms with the violence their broadcasts have called for. In the first 3 months of this year, more than 30 police officers, soldiers, customs officers, and civilians have been killed by unknown gunmen in the southeast region.
Mazi, I think I will leave it here so that I will open the mind.
During the BBC team's trip to
That's great.
I will leave it here because these people, they just misinformation, disinformation, fake news.
Mazi, go towards the end when they talk about Chike Doziem.
Oh.
You know, they put up something towards the end.
Yes.
Where they said, and the Chike Doziem now tell them. That's to show you Chike Doziem knows that a day like this is coming. He told the media people to tighten their belt because of what is to come in future. Chike Doziem is a prophet. If you come in that way, he forecasts. He know that they are coming. He know. And there was a day. Yes, go there. Let us round it up. People can start calling in. Thank you.
You know, before you can actually do anything about it.
Okinna Okechukwu, also known as Biafran Child, is one of the media warriors, and he demonstrates this tactic when he calls for attacks on a known critic of Ipob.
Why I'm saying this in my downlet is because
about disinformation. Nicholas Ibekwe believes that Ipob and its adaptable has found fertile ground.
Let me pick something there.
Okay.
Mazi, you know, there was something BBC were using there to talk about our language. We use our language sometimes. You want to say, I want to encourage every IPOB media warrior, do not be deterred by using your mother tongue whenever you found it comfortable. Use it and deliver your message. We are not going to be cowed to say, use English. No. Do you see the reason why, Mazi, they want us always to use English? Our people have that mentality, some of our people, even if where they come to where none of their brothers or even non-Igbo speaking people, they start to speak English to somebody who they know is his own brothers that is supposed to speak like we are talking now. I meet you instead of to speak Igbo to you. This is what they have pushed, they have planted it in us so that we feel we must say something they must hear. No. If you meet a Yoruba guy, they don't care how many you are, they will speak their Yoruba. If you meet an Hausa man, they don't care. We are living here. If you meet an Ethiopian, they speak their language. They don't care whether you are around or not around. If you meet a Filipino, they speak their language. Indians, they don't care. We are the only people who've always felt guilt
Speak English
when we are speaking our language in the midst of other people. Speak English.
Inferiority complex.
Mazi, I encourage sometimes if you want to insult them in our language, insult them. You want to insult Nigeria in our language, we have been very kind to them. If you want to insult them in Igbo language, insult them. After all, they said they have employed Igbo translators, so that those Igbo translators will translate to them what we said. Let us give them some homework, and on the process they will learn how to speak some Igbo language.
Of course, it's true.
Mad people everywhere.
I'm telling you, Mazi, this thing, this thing you said is correct. Our people should be proud to speak our languages now, because it's a work we are giving them. Listen.
on Facebook, and the social media platform should do more.
What is Facebook doing? Why are those videos still up on Facebook? People come in and do Facebook broadcasts for hours, where they basically threaten people's lives.
About this
system and things like that.
BBC team. Social media companies insist hate speech and harmful disinformation are against their community guidelines and actively work to remove it. The BBC team investigating these pages found that Meta, Facebook's parent company, had in fact issued warnings to some of them. But the disinformation spreaders have learned how to beat the system by using local languages. Human moderation in local languages is limited, and the technology social media companies deploy also seems to find it hard to recognize breaches of its guidelines when not in English.
If you speak to most disinformation experts, fact checkers, they will tell you that language is a problem. I mean, in Nigeria, you don't think about it. There are more than 200 languages. If tomorrow a particular section of Nigeria wanted to, fight a particular section, and they go into their language silos and ecosystem and things like that, echo chambers, you probably won't be able to pick it. And then let's say you get into WhatsApp, which is sort of end-to-end encrypted. How are you as a fact checker? How are you going to understand what is happening in that space? It will take you, somebody flagging it, then you now have to translate to English, understand the context, understand the dialect, understand the language, how it is said, before you can actually do anything about it.
That's it. We need to give them homework.
Mazi, we need to give them homework. Biafrans, they have given you expo. They have given you expo. You know now the wing you have to play. When you want to say something, say it. Let them go and translate. At least Nigeria will pay money, give to those Igbo people who will translate, or they will send more people. Maybe that is why they are studying Igbo language now in Harvard and Oxford, so that people who will learn and started translating Igbo for them, they will pay their own people because they don't want to pay an Igbo man. Let them teach their own people because we have become a threat. So let us give them a job and let them create a job, and at the same time they will learn Igbo language by force. I encourage everybody, wherever you found it comfortable, if you want to run your program like Amechi Oba, run it. Like they run fluently on the Igbo language sometimes. Run it, it does not matter. Deliver your message and your message will be received by Biafrans. Thank you, Mazi.
Kill so and so people, and they basically one way or the other even take responsibility for some killings that has happened. Why they do all those virtual signaling and call out and say all sort of on Facebook, and it seems Facebook has really gone to sleep, or Facebook does not think that this comments, this post that they do on Facebook have consequences.
The BBC reported 2 of the numerous broadcasts identified as containing potentially harmful disinformation and outright...
Do you see that, here they say BBC directly reported. Do you see what they are doing? Mazi, I think you had it.
Mazi, they are policing us on Facebook. BBC. Why Facebook is pursuing us, BBC also have taken the responsibility of reporting us. That is their work. That is what they are doing.
But if you go to Fulbe movement, something, even on Facebook, you see
they are the ones paying the money.
People, Fulani and Fulbe, and they threaten.
They never pull it down. They don't pull it down. They are there. They are there. They don't pull it down. They are monitoring. You know this DJ, the sleeping DJ on our radio. He's the one who went to BBC. With his houseboy, who went to BBC and told them, you see this person, you see this person, you see this person. That is why Facebook could be able to write to those they will write to. Are you understanding me? Yeah. But one thing is this, I thank IPOB media the way it is structured. Layers of the way we disseminate information. They can never get to that place. Because before you graduate from one forum to another forum, you have been tested very well. We have found out you are a diehard and you are obedient in what. And besides, presently, The people we have there now are old hands. They are no more new people. It is those who have come, who knows what we are doing. They cannot at any time sabotage what we are doing. That is the people now in the IPOB media forums. Those controlling they had you. If you shout tomorrow, shout next tomorrow, we will keep you somewhere. When you think you have arrived, we keep you on the level 15. Before you drop, you will be dropping from level 15 before you come to the
Mazi, I could remember when I started in this media. You know, I started as a publisher. Every day, they taught me how to publish. Every day, sometimes up to 20 articles. I would be.
Thank you.
People don't know. People don't know.
Mazi, you know, no, they don't. Mazi, you know, one thing here is this. I used to look at people when they come on the social media. They claim IPOB. I said, I laugh within myself. I said, this person have not even been recognized to be in one forum. Do you understand me? To be in one. He is not in any media forum. He's claiming on social media. He don't know that those people he see on the social media, there are many people in IPOB media forums. They don't even talk. You can't even know, and they will never make noise. You know one thing, let me also say this thing. You know, BBC, we are not friends because they can report anything against us. You know, a couple of times BBC have tried to let me grant an interview, and I told them I didn't get approval from the leadership, and that was it. A couple of times.
Mazi,
because I know they are not
loyal. You know, some people they will say, "Oh, BBC call me," so
of course. No. They know. Maybe BBC is listening. They have come to interview me a couple of times. During this time, they have arrested our leader to give an attention, and I discussed with the leadership, and they said, no, we are not granting you permission to speak to anybody. And it goes that way. Inform the HOD, he said, no, you won't talk to anybody. And that is it. Do you understand me? I used to laugh when I see people shouting, BBC, come and interview me. I say, look at, this is how you know fools. Do you understand me? You know fussing guys. This is how you know them. People who never in their life believe they will be where they are. Al Jazeera, they have come a couple of times, refuse. We have a long way to go because we need to remain loyal. We need to remain focused until when we get where we are going. If Biafra comes and they wish to interview any of us, then the door will be open for them. Thank you, Mazi.
Let me
attacks on people to Facebook. 3 different accounts reported the posts. They received the same statement saying their technology reviewed the report and ultimately decided not to take it down. We reached out to Facebook again, querying this assessment. This was their response. Facebook took down the broadcasts on April 5th after the BBC sent links to them directly. A Meta spokesperson told the BBC that calling for violence was unacceptable. Meta also said the broadcasts reported by the BBC team were removed because they violated their policies. It said it would continue to take aggressive steps to combat harmful content and misinformation across Africa, and that it had 15,000 people reviewing content in more than 70 languages, including Igbo. However, at the time of publication, similar broadcasts by the 2 reported accounts remain on the platform. The Nigerian government has been pushing for more regulation of social media use in Nigeria. But in November 2021, the head of what Ipob calls its Directorate of State, Switzerland-based Chika Edoziem, called for the media warriors to get ready for more work.
Of course.
This well-oiled machine and the disinformation campaign it promotes continues.
This is BBC. They are real disinformation machines. They are calling people.
Mazi, did you hear what they said? They said in November that Mazi Chika Edoziem asked the media to get ready. That means to show them we are 1,000 steps ahead of this game want to play.
Of course.
In November, we saw this coming. He told them, and it is well, I think it's a sign of respect for IPOB members worldwide, for BBC to recognize that we are well-oiled machine in the media space now. Because they said, this well-oiled machine, that means IPOB. Do you understand me?
Of course.
Now we and them, if they like it or not, is we and them. I am happy that at the end of it, in all this information that they did, they recognize that IPOB is well-oiled machine. So fighting us, trying to destroy IPOB, they have a lot of homework to do. I am very, very sure that BBC do not have the layers of scrutiny IPOB have in their media world. I am very, very sure BBC do not have it. Because we have learned from what happened to us from DJ Rezo and his cohorts. We have learned and put our house in order in a more stronger form, even in the absence of Mazi Kanu. I said this thing one time. It was once that when our leader was visited in Kuje prison, he only delivered one message to the media. He said, you people know your job. You don't need to be told. All of you go to work. Tell Chupo the former and tell Chinasa Nworu, you people go to work. Make sure the media, and I can tell you we are not going to disappoint Mazi Kanu. By the time Mazi come out from the Kuje prison, he will hear we have disseminated all these frontline media houses that have taken money to blackmail and disseminate wrong information about IPOB. I promise all Biafrans that we are not going to look back in our fight to make sure we restore our freedom. Thank you, Mazi.
There were Mazi. And every Biafran listening to us, hearing our voice from the four corners of this planet Earth, the war is drawn. The media warfare. Guide your lion or loin. As Mazi Chinasa Nworu said, we should descend down on BBC, any of their platform. We should descend there and tell them the reality. This is who we are. I will go on a few minutes break so that when we come back, our lines will be open. Please don't go away.
Announcement. Here comes a great gathering of the people from the West Africa region. Amazonia, Biafra, Oduduwa, living across the entire globe, the entire world. Coming from different parts of all the continents of the world to Brussels, Belgium, to march in great mass and in great multitude. All hail Biafra.
People are already calling please and disrupting what I'm playing.
Long live Amazonia. Freedom for Oduduwa Republic.
My goodness me.
United we stand and shall never fall. With one vision and joint strength, the land of Belgium will feel the heat of this particular set of people from West Africa in 1 million freedom march in Brussels, Belgium. On the 14th and 15th of June 2022 at the European Union headquarters in Brussels. Together we shall march as strength and in valor on our freedom march in Brussels, Belgium. On the 14th and 15th of June 2022 at the European Union headquarters in Brussels. Together we shall march as strength and in valor, without fear nor weakness, the march of freedom, for total freedom, by the freedom fighters we shall come to face the reality of truth about the fact that one of the steps to freedom is to restore our government the way our ancestors led it, and not the way our colonial masters decided it to be. With this move, we shall let the world know from the land of Brussels, Belgium, that there must be freedom for the people of Amazonia, the people of Biafra, and the people of Oduduwa. The march by the Abo people, Amazonia, Biafra, and Oduduwa. As an Amazonian, as a Biafra, as an Oduduwa, who truly needs freedom for your sake and for the sake of your future generations, you must defy all odds. Make your way to the land of Brussels from any part of the world. Coming to Brussels, Belgium, to march together with the indigenous people of your land, your brothers, your sisters, your fathers, your mothers, and your entire people, to send a unified message to the world that all we need is true freedom and total independence. If there is no struggle, there will be no freedom. This information is coming to you from the office of all state media worldwide, under the leadership of Ipob, led by Mazi Chinasa Nworu.
Welcome back. This is Radio Biafra Hausa-Service coming to you through Radio Biafra London. Do not forget that today we are dissecting the misinformation and the fake news of BBC. And our lines are now open. But before I continue picking calls, please, I am joined by our media boss. Mazi Chinasa is in line. Mazi Chinasa, please welcome to the program. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
Go on.
Morning,
the whole world is hearing you. Go on, please.
Yeah, good morning, Biafrans. My name is Mazi Chinasa Nworu. I just want to contribute on the topic of what is happening today. You see, BBC on the topic of what is happening today. You see, BBC on the topic of what is happening today. You see, BBC not known well to us. And I must draw one thing again. If we all remember, if we are those that had been listening of our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, he said that we should prepare. Time will come when BBC will come out to do the fight. Only then we know we are in the final phase of our battle. And that line has been drawn today by BBC by carrying out their disinformation message. All the money they spend is very shameful, because you know what is happening. BBC is defending their estate, and that estate is in Nigeria. It belongs to them. That is why they are putting out all these disinformation messages, tarnishing the image of IPOB, concussion lies from pit of hell, cut and join of voices to make up their own narratives, hoping that people will buy it. We are in the 21st century. We are not in the 20th century or dark ages. Today, technology has helped us to reach the four corners of the earth within a twinkle of an seconds. It wasn't those days when the message has to travel for months and months and months before it reaches the other end. The days of BBC manipulating on the media platform has gone. Today, we have to take them head on. They have brought us out. They write all those things so that you know what they are doing. I will tell you exactly what they are doing. What they are doing is the Nigerian government, the Zoological Republic of Nigeria, have done everything in their power to stop us. Paid all the people, recruit all the infiltrators, name them. But they failed to accomplish the job. Now the master came on board to do the bidding. That is the final bidding. We shall take protest to BBC headquarters. We shall sue them. Because in many countries, they have actually, many countries banned the BBC. And we shall consider the same thing in our land. I remember those days in Israel, they carry a lot of fake news of what is happening. And Israel government keep on abandoning them. We should know this is part and parcel of a freedom fighting. Your enemy will bring all manners of lie, all manners of intimidation. We need to show to them that we have nothing left. We have nothing to lose, but we have everything to gain by making sure Biafra is restored. They will bring all the tricks in the book. Biafrans do not relent. Media warrior, we want more people, more Biafrans. You can join the media warrior anywhere you are. You can contribute from any corner you are. So long you are Biafra, so long you are friend of Biafra. There are genuine media houses that are out there that will continue to carry the news of the killing of innocent Biafrans. Look at the so-called BBC. Go to their website. You will not see the burning of the houses of Biafrans by the Nigerian government. You will not see the killing of Biafrans, innocent Biafra. Most especially the day, the September 14, 2017, they invaded our leader's house. It's not on their website. All you will see on their website is discriminating, disinformation, concussion of life from pit of hell to tarnish the image of IPOB. We know this game. That is what they are doing. Any war they are going, they will first of all bring out a propaganda against that country or against that leader. Label the leader of anything you think of. They will project it to the world media. The world media will carry the same narrative. Sending it to the people, then the masses will buy into that. Now before they comment. The same thing is what BBC is doing. But the bad news to them is that they came late. We are well informed because we know why we failed in 1967. Media is one of them. And if you listen to our leader said that we know where we failed and we must make sure we correct it. And we start from the Britain. And that's where we base. And that's where we correct it. Because according to our leader, he said the English people is the most civilized people in the world. And in their court of law, they uphold the rules and regulations. It doesn't matter who that person is. And I believe in that as well. But the propaganda machine of BBC to come and tarnish the image of the oppressing people, they are killing us daily. We have no voice. We talk to them to carry our news, they do not. Because they are part and parcel to hold us down for perpetuity. They never talk about the disinformation of 1962 after 12 days of giving us independence, where Ahmad Bello in Sudan and Sokoto mentioned that comment, that we must use the northern, Nigeria is a state of our great-grandfather, that we use the northern minority as a willing tools to conquer the south. We will control their destiny, their future. We will not allow them to control their own destiny. BBC never carry out anything against that. All the killings from Ozi River to Omaya High School. So I heard you Mazi playing the voice of our leader where he says when you see them, block them. When you see them, block them, kill them. Do you know what? I remember that incident. It was when the Nigerian military are going at night, killing, breaking the door, shooting, killing our people. Then we go into the community, both night and the day. Our leader was saying, let the youths come out in those areas, cut the street, block the road, because they are the criminals. And remember, these military people they are talking about are the Beta Boko Haram, they are the terrorists. Remember the Fulani herdsmen they are talking about. American named them the most deadliest, is it the fifth most terrorist group in the world? These are the people the BBC want to come and exaggerate. Okay. These are the people BBC are painting innocent. Fulanis have been ruling us for more than 50 years. These are the people BBC are coming to defend. Go every nook and cranny of that country called Nigeria. Fulanis are causing mayhem. Go to Southwest, the same thing. Go to Middle West, the same thing. Come to the Southeast, the same thing. These are the people BBC are advocating as a peaceful. As Biafra is carrying propaganda, trying to tarnish their image. We need to flood the BBC, their page, their Facebook, their Twitter with the images of the Fulanis, of the killing of our people, raping our women in the farm, cutting their head. We need to supply them in large quantity. We need to do that. Let every one of us go to work. Since they are blind, we need to show them the light. Since they thought they're part of the darkness, we need to beam a searchlight so they can see. Because evil is evil. We must call it out to anywhere we see them. And Biafra must come. It doesn't matter what they connive. And this thing they are fighting, our leader warned them severally. If you keep on meddling in Biafra, your United Kingdom will break into pieces. And they continue. And that word will come to pass. Look at how many times, for how many years we have been yearning for independence. We have been yearning. The same Britain, BBC, your connive, make sure that, do you know that 67 to 70, the massacre of our people, over 5 million people we are dead. Do you know the record is not in UN? British government and BBC, they make sure that no evidence was submitted to UN. Very shameful organization. Over more than 5 million people died. There is no record of it in United Nations. It may be a shock to many of you, but that is the fact. Then this tells you what all you need to know. Look at the Ukrainian war and Russia. Look at what is going on. See how the media is jumping up. Because they are blue eyes and blonde hair. We are black people. We are monkeys. No, what we are suffering. Nobody will even talk about it. Rather, they will be oppressing you more. And the best people to do that is BBC. Shame to you. Shame to you. Shame to you. Since they have come into mud themselves in the mud, we will give them what they deserve, BBC. We will expose them, supply them with fact. As our leader always said, we supply them with the truth and the figure. And we expose their misinformation of lies against the IPOB. Because all they are doing is they are projecting this so that all the international media will carry their false disinformation, and then they will start working to tag IPOB a terrorist organization. Look at someone that the lady was speaking, said we carry out the investigation journalism. Where did they carry out that investigation journalism? They're even making a false claim they called Mazi a former. Maybe there is another former. I don't know about the person. And they're just making up a concoction of different stories to fit into their narrative. Do you think anyone will buy into those crap? We need to intensify our efforts. We need to intensify our media presence. We need to tweet. We need to do everything possible to defeat this demon, because they are the gatekeeper of that zoo. Fulanis are no match to us. What is holding us down for so long is our own mentality. After them is the master. That is their gatekeeper, the British government and their propaganda media outlet, BBC. We are in 21st century. We must dismantle them. We must go and dig out everything. They never reported anything good about Biafra or what. Always they paint us bad image. We must pat ourselves in the back. We have nothing. For 10 years now, we have dominated the media. Before, others used to carry our news for us. But today, we are carrying our news by ourselves. We must continue. Those that mention their name, it's an intimidation. We must show them what we made of. They cannot intimidate us. If what they are saying is truth, let's meet in the court of law. We shall take them to their own court, and we shall sue them for disinformation. And our lawyers will look into this. Because enough is enough. Our Fulanis are running now. Fulanis are the chief of army staff. All the security apparatus in that zoo, they are in charge of it. And they say they are crime victims. The funny thing is they say the farmers clash. This is what they are telling the American government. When we talk about the Fulanis has been raping and killing, he said no, it's a clash. These people are the terrorists. Yes, these are the terrorists that are sending from the Sahel. The reason they are crying is because we put a ban on the cow. Because now we can differentiate when the terrorists are coming and when the genuine Fulanis, Hausa people are coming to our land. Because they want to decimate us. And for them to achieve that, they need to tag us a bad name. Let us remember how they played the book. How they played their dirty game. We all had a... If you do not know how they play the game, go and look at what they did to Gaddafi and Libya people. Then you will understand how they play this game. That's why nobody will give you Biafra. We will get it by ourselves. And just know they are not your friends. They want to hold you in perpetuity. Talking of that, they are busy drilling our gas and petrol, sending it to them because they sanction Russia. They can't buy Russia gas. Guess what? They are now in our land, taking all the oil and gas and killing us and tagging us terrorists.
Stealing. They are not
stealing
the oil and gas.
We call upon your name. You see those people that these are the people, they are your enemy. They are the people that doesn't want their kingdom to come. We ask, are you going to allow them to go scot-free? There is a Chukwu. You did it for our forefathers. When the Islamic army perished in Lower Benue, when it more than for them perish in Lower Benue, when they come down to conquer us, when they were taking us to slavery, we call your name and you rise. You destroy the master. We call you today. You see those things. Ya na abia wele na nani. Ka ha agbambo we na achi megudo umo gi. Odighi ihe anyị nwere, sọsọ gị bụ ihe anyị nwere. N'ụlọ anyị ọgụ a. Aka ọbụna. Ha bịa mere ọyịrị anyị mere gaasị anyị, ha buru ya ka ebe ọ na-apọmpụrụ na ha pọmpụrụ ya ka unu anwụrụ ọkụ tankị eji pọmpụ ya ka sink ya na ha isi. Ka ọ bụrụ ha problem. Onye ọbụla na-akọji ụmụ gị na-agba mbọ ihe a na eze Chukwu oke abịa ma make ihe keburu nke ha. Mazi, I have to stop here to allow you to talk to others and let others take a call from others. I'm very, very pissed off this evening. But before I finally hand over to you, sir, there is nowhere the darkness will prevail over the light. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, the light shall prevail over the darkness. And BBC represent the darkness. Thank you very much.
There were Mazi. It's our boss. There were. Everybody is pissed off, honestly, because darkness can never prevail against light. It is impossible. It is impossible. Therefore, we must continue. Do not forget that we are dissecting the fake news, BBC fake news, and media disinformation. That is what we are doing. You have the voice of Mazi Ofoma, and I am also here co-hosting with Mazi Chinasa Nworu. We must continue in what we are doing. Our lines are now open. We take few calls only because our time is fast spent. I know that everybody wants to talk, but what we should do, the most important thing is to show BBC that, you know, we are real media warriors. We invade them, invade their platforms. That is it. Our call lines, direct line is +1 213 3286 Our WhatsApp and Signal line +61 405 142 547. I repeat, +61 405 142 547. Just few calls before we call it a quit. Caller on WhatsApp, you have been here since 22 minutes. Can you hear me? Please go on. You have to, everybody make it to, you know, as brief as possible. 4 minutes at the maximum. Mazi, welcome to the program. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp.
I can hear you loud and clear, Mazi.
And the whole world,
I am so happy to speak to you this night.
There we go.
I am very happy, Mazi. My name is Joseph Obioma. I'm calling from my location. You see, Mazi, we've listened to Mazi Chinasa Nworu. He has spoken like a man. And I can say that God chose him for this purpose. You see, this issue of media war, our leader Nnamdi Kanu has prepared us before now as to what was coming. And we have fortified ourselves, and we were expecting that a day like this will come. It has arrived. And the truth is this media war, Mazi, we are going to win it to the last. This is their last card that they are playing. This is their last card. They have met a formidable resistance in IPOB media fronts, and we are going to destroy them totally. If you remember some months back, when this lady that is in Aso Rock, this Ashawo woman, I've forgotten that her name, that one that our leader said that he did prostitute sometimes back. I think she's among the media presidency media spokesperson. She told us that in weeks or months to come, that they have arranged and planned on how they are going to destroy IPOB and Nnamdi Kanu. That after this, that there will never be anything like IPOB or Nnamdi. Lori or not, if you remember that her statement there.
Of course.
This were what they have planned ahead, with these infiltrators that they recruited with the hope that they are going to deliver as expected. You see, this issue of tagging, using BBC to tag IPOB terrorists, it was among the plans. But immediately that issue started coming out, and the news started carrying it. This their local news started carrying it, and they saw how formidable IPOB media warriors responded to that news. That was why BBC quickly released a press that they never said such. Now, when they realized that we were hitting them hard, they were already preparing this thing that they released yesterday or today. They were already preparing for it with the hope that, assuming the world was able to accept that terrorist tag, they would just push this video to support it. But now they realize that no, just as our brother used to say, Chinasa Nworu used to say that nda na akwa aka na tipa mbu aja. Onwe ya ba anyị na-eje anyị na-ebe a anyị nọ chichichim na-eche ha. Ha si na anyị na-eche ha. Now they have locked their comment. BBC, they've locked their comment section in Facebook. They've blocked everybody now. People can no longer comment. They are scared of us. But we are here. God will continue to protect us.
That is how powerful we are. Anytime they open it, we float it and they will close it. That is it. If we have a phone number, we be calling them, no insult, but telling them the reality, the truth. That is what they do.
Always, we will be showing them the truth. They will have no other option than to let us go. We are here, we are not leaving.
Thank you, Mazi.
God bless you, Chineke.
Thank you. Mazi Chinasa, you want to say anything, or do I take another call?
Yeah, Mazi, just to put a little thing on what that our brother said. You know, I want to promise Biafrans something. On behalf of this IPOB leadership. They should, the way they trusted Mazi Kanu, they should trust this leadership. And I know they do. Mazi, let me tell you something. It is not boasting. Let me talk for myself. Some of us in IPOB leadership have trained ourselves to the level we don't even accept gift. Even a bottle of water as a gift from anybody. To avoid somebody saying, Chinasa Nworu this is how serious we are. We don't take gift. We don't take anything. I don't take. I am not hungry and I am not looking for something to eat. Anything a man needs, for now, I have. I am contented with anything I have. That is why it will be difficult for the Nigerian government and their agent to penetrate this IPOB leadership, penetrate IPOB media, because there are capable hands leading these places. We don't speak from both sides of our mouth like the fallen. Look at a man that was even a deputy leader of Mazi Kanu. Look at him, Orthodox court na BBC every day, and they think that is what we come here. When you see money, you change. We don't change. We die here. It is an ideology, and that ideology is what is leading us to where we are today. We are not corrupt. We don't have to boast about it, but we know who we are. I always say here, I'm a man of self-accountability, deep-rooted in morality. We don't boast what we can do. One thing I realize in this struggle is that those who are called in this struggle, anything they touches, it turns out to be gold. That is what, Mazi, this is very clear. You know those who are called in this struggle, anything we touch, it will turn out to be gold. We launch ESN, it become one of the best security outfit in the world in 6 months and continue going. Look at IPOB Warrior. Have we attained this height when that DJ Rezo was here? Have we attained this height? Have we? We did not. Because people like him were obstacles, people who speak from both sides of their mouth. Today with the British government, tomorrow for passport, to this, for this. They have sold their conscience. Tomorrow you talk about politics. We didn't come here for human rights because we are victims of human rights abuse. We want freedom because nobody is going to look. The human rights abuse against us supersedes anyone the world have witnessed apart from the Jews. My people, whether BBC like, they close their. If they close their BBC comment, we will look for those their reporters. We will take their Facebook account, Twitter account. We are going to be bombarding them with those evidence.
You said it all. Even this Obiekwe, I don't know if we can. All their reporters.
All we're talking from both sides. We will list all BBC reporters. We will list them. We will list them and keep. Every one of them will be receiving the truth from IPOD.
There were Mazi. There were. Caller on signal. Thank you for holding on for going to 7 minutes. Please give us your name, where you're calling from, and make it 4 minutes at the maximum. Any caller. Go on, please.
Hello?
Go on, please. You are talking to the whole world.
Yeah. I'm happy, Mazi. I'm happy watching it. Okay. Listen.
Mazi, your network is very bad. Your network is very bad. Please improve and go on, please.
No,
we cannot continue. It's the zoo. It's the zoo. That's it. Oh, that is the place we want to run away from. Maybe the caller now, only call on his latest Jeep. But the network I want and all is nothing. That is what we are running away from. There you are. Oh yeah. Oh, we can hear we call on a mansion billions of naira, but network I want.
Yes, and there is no network.
That's it. So it makes you. Oh, this is what we are fighting. Caller on WhatsApp, welcome to the program. Can you hear me? There we welcome to the program.
No, sir. Honestly, I'm so grateful to be privileged to listen tonight program, but at the same time, Kaila Nasusun Kainde Mena I want to Charejo, Uncle Chinasa Biko. I know join her and I show freedom and I show because I no muna in the Nemezi journalism can wear whatever na BBC. A lot is she got you put as in on a second after meeting you people. You got to go on a size the adjust just a mammo dish is all grammar answer. Uno track no mas English also. Number one, what I come Kelunu because you here. Ani more by eba Yosheba Nantinde when I got no tangari Nantina. Hana Otanya name. Oh, 2012 or 13. Ebutere ha Ehana bo Igweje Werego ATM. Kamazi Nnamdi Kanu. Oh, Kwamakande Sabotua couldn't against BBC Sabotua because you know number one Sabotua. Una abia be defend the Africa, defend the Biafra land. That is una was that is no one noon anwa ya nde buwarishi. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu no na radio. Wanye sege unu ge wanti. Nekwe ni hu unu bubuta machine na eji abiri unu. E withdraw ya 50 naira na ge 200 naira. Yo tigide mpu ha ota na ojidela ha na nodu. Ha gboro sizi oke ngwa nozi 64 naira. Wanu na ghọta ihe na-eme n'obodo zoo ekwu nke ahụ aga ya obido tiwe mkpu otu esi na-emegide anyị onye ọbụla na-adị isi onwe ya mecha ebupụtazi ya n'ụlọ ikpe akpọ ya na ewepụtala bill of information but enwekwa ndị esiziri akwụkwọ Maazị Nnamdi Kanu ji line ile na connection lila enwebe onye n'ime unu na-aza ma ahụ unu na-aza ọchịagha ndị Saudi Arabia ịghọtala unu agba nkịtị a na-ezuzu ihe ndị a eruola ugbu a unu ewerezie BBC chenye ihu unu na BBC ga-ala n'ime ili unu na BBC unu ga-ala lọkụ unu nwere na ndị a na-akọntrol anyị na onye ndu nọ n'ime ebe unu kpọsara ya gbara nkịtị achọghị inye anyị ihe anyị chọrọ anya anyị ihe anyị chọrọ sa anyị gawa n'ihu unu anwụọ unu ga ma BBC unu meọkwa interpret ndị BBC kọwakwara nna unu ukwu na nne unu ukwu Teresa gịnị unu na-akpọ ha unu gwakwa ha dat na obi adịghị anyị mmebe unu zuzucha ihe unu na-ezuzu unu laa n'ụlọ unu bikos unu bata ebe a ụbọchị ọbụla m kpọrọ ụkwụ hụ onye BBC na-eme mmadụ interview na ala Biafra megbu onye ahụ ma megbu onye ahụ ekwesu kpọkwa ha ọkụ ndị ara.
Thank you very much. I know people are pissed off. We need to speak out our mind. This is what they talk about.
Mazi, let me correct that our brother a little bit.
Yes. Yes.
We are not killing any BBC person. We are going to present the truth. The truth will kill them. They will die in silence. That is what we will do. We are not touching any of them. When the time comes, the leadership they may ban BBC from Biafra land. That one is separate. But nobody is authorized to say you see a BBB person, you go to touch him. No, foul. IPOB, we don't encourage. What we are doing is also journalism. We have to protect everybody who is reporting, but we want to confront them with the truth. That is the only issue. We are going to confront them. And Mazi, before I forget, every IPOB media warrior, be very careful. BBC, what they did also, let me tell you, they are looking for recruitment. They are looking for recruitment. You know, the people they employed in BBC Igbo has failed. They want more capable hands. Do you understand me? They feel the only fertile ground, well-oiled machine ground, they can come and pick people is an IPOB media warriors. You understanding me? So I want every IPOB member to be very, very vigilant. You know, they thought the way they bought Uche Mefo, that's how they are going to buy other people. Because they have easily bought that one, giving him some incentives. So now they think, let us go, bring them. There is no door is open for this leadership. They have taken who we know from beginning, it will be like that. So if you know you are a media warrior, don't get intimidated, don't be carried away with their whatever they are coming to come and work, because they need people to now to say, go and they come here and you work for us, they give you a fat salary. Don't do that. The moment you leave to go to work for them, that spirit of Biafra inside you will just leave you. You become a useless person. Of course now. You don't see his suit. You don't see his leather suit. Orthodox suit. Orthodox suit.
Human rights.
Human rights.
Law. Now,
law. Nishan is yes. Nishan is human right.
There we go. Caller on signal. Welcome to the program. Can you hear me? Caller on signal.
I can hear you, Mazi Jonathan Chinedu.
There we go.
Kichiro Ziribo calling from Morocco. Obi Abawala Munam. So Ugukuru. I make a Mazi Chinasa Nworu. Make a going cause also Quena. Quenka Puchapora no Henum Bitata no Okuchana of Mofma. Yem Mayinaka Wokene. Ndi Bopotro, how Bopotra has Hagan Shitrania. Igbo politicians won't die you. Oh, I want to win. They are beggars and die yoka and I have one eye. I give you her Kahana, because of getting a Mepana, take Shimepana and that or Himepana. Akwa na-ege m ntị ile anya na ị ga-ahụ dat na obere ihe ịhụrụ na-eme na isi na ka onye ofufu na anyị ga-apụta na ya makashiwa anya ihe na-eme na isi na nke chefuo dat na atọla Ogbunigbo na UN ihe dịpụta nwee mmiri ada bandit na-atụtụrụ ndị mmadụ laa n'iyi mmiri ada ha anaghị aga na ADF ndị Kaduna ndị military camp kụpịa ha dị mmiri ada ha enweghị ebe ha na-agafe bụ ya wụrụ obere ihe.
The latest is that one Igbo Lieutenant Colonel Emenike Okorie was abducted by the Fulani bandits. And many of his boys were killed. And BBC cannot make investigation to talk about it.
Mazi, they kidnapped UN workers, killed them. In the north, what happened? What happened?
Ugboloko nke mere of recent na ugboloko na enwe mmiri ada ha ya wụrụ ihe ihu na na-eme. Lenu ma agwọ nọ enwere ebe ebupụtara onye isi n'obodo a na-akpọ Isa Pantami. Mgbe Russia tụrụ kpakama immediately ya pụta ka ọ sọpọtụ Russia. Ndị Britain akpọla egwe eselu ka eti isi ebe a because ihe Russia na-eme na awụkwa ihe Biafra gwara ha. Ọwa bidoro ihe ịhụrụ a na-eme today because ihe mkpa agwa ụlọ here even both most of Ogbunigbo ha na-use dia na-ata ndị a na ahụrụ m nke anyị agwaga m gị si na ọwa achị ihe m ga-agwa ụtọ oshizi mana ndị ewerego awa teknọlọji nwee na mmiri ndị nke were mere ihe ha ewere mere ihe akụ na-ege m ntị so ya wụ ihe awụ ya wụ nsogbu ịhụrụ a na-eme ịsapụntomi ịhụrụ today twitere from favor of Russia mana today ọmụ ya agbafuo because of gịnị ọma ihe a na-eme na ibe n'anya na Igbo onye Fulani na ha sịdat na constitution enweghị referendum bịa enweghị anything restructuring na ndị Igbo anwụ ndị Igbo chọọ na ha gazie ga-edegharịa constitution na-ajụ ndị Igbo ga-adị ihe ọrụ ndị a na-ayọ ayọ na ihe edere constitution na wụ death trap to us mgbe anyị jiri tete mara ihe dị na iri ya ata ihe ri ya atịrị na awa alaga nwanne anụ mmadụ a ga-ata tapịa nwanne ihe onye a ga-eme tata ya eme echi ọ hụrụla ihe ihure nke awụzi nke a ga-ekwu ụmụaji ahụ nkwude ajụrụ jụ n'elu jụ n'ala mmiri a ga-ezo na ya ezo o zuole ya wụ ihe na-agbazi anya mmiri ọ naghị ekwezi mmadụ ịpụta echi akwa ị na-aga m ntị nwanne ihe a ga-eme echi ya eme ndị nke BBC a ha na-eme ha eme ha na-egbu anyị were dị ala ha kwuru nke agwụgwọ nke awụzi ndụ ka anyị dizi ihe anụ mana anyị kelere m ọnụ ụwa mụnwa gụwawụ Chinasa Nworu na maazị anụkwa na-akụ ebe a isi na ike anyị ga-ehu oduda referendum pụtakwa n'ime bikos hụrụ ihe m na-agwa ọnụ ma invention emere na be Nnamdi Kanu ma ọpụpụ Nnamdi Kanu ma mbata ịhụrụ ejie onye pụtara n'ụpụta sịnat na aka ndị Igbo politishan esoghị ya mara na Chineke nọ ọwa ozugbo mụrụ m ọhịa Biafra.
The war almost Biafra. Thank you very much.
Mazi Jonas.
Yes.
Let me come in. There is something this our brother touched. It reminds me a lot. Mazi, if you go and read or watch, what is this guy name? Many South Sudanese soldiers, South Sudanese, during the time they were fighting, horrible stories. Some of the child soldiers, they even fed on human flesh by some of them who fell and died. Do you understand me? There was nothing as they fought. They ate them. There was one Joseph, he's a musician, he was a UN ambassador. Go and read his testimony. He was a child soldier. He was a soldier. That was the level many people went. He said when their comrades fall and die out of hunger, starvation, sometimes if they still have something in their stomach, they only hang around with few bullets, waiting for vultures to come to eat them. When the vulture will come to eat them, they will kill the vulture to eat. Now, when the vultures realize they used to kill, sometimes somebody will die. There will be no vulture coming to eat. They have no option than to go and cut part of this thing so they can survive. Now, why I brought this issue? In as much as our humanity, our people will forbid this cannibalism. But the way BBC have raised this topic the way people have raised this topic, were there not Otokoto in Imo State? Are there not cannibalism full in Yoruba land that we see on newspaper on every day? Selling human organs. Mazi, the first Egyptian pilot, ask our Biafran veterans, those who fought with the story we heard, those who fought in Owerri Axis, the first Egyptian pilot who were sent to come and bomb our hospitals and market area, some of the planes were shot down. Some of the Egyptian pilots were caught alive and they were eaten during that Biafra war. The history is there. In Owerri, most of the foreign soldiers who came to bomb Biafrans during that time were caught in Owerri in strategic areas, and most of them were eaten during that war. Now, this time around, there is cannibalism. We see these cases. Even in America, there are cases of people that practice cannibalism. There are cases of, this thing is something, go to Asia. Nobody supports this kind of things. Go to Thailand. But look at how BBC and Nigerian media is trying to use it to blackmail IPOB and ESN. Respected men like us, respected people, Umu Chineke, they continue try to use this thing, and you see people supporting them, trying to twist English, trying to see how just to tarnish the image of IPOB. And the one thing is sure, there is no amount of blackmail, disinformation they will carry out. We already prepare ourselves. They should know that we are ready.
There were. I have a caller on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp, welcome to the program. Please, you have 4 minutes at the maximum. Go on, please. Caller on WhatsApp, go on.
Good evening, Mazi Jonathan.
There were. Please, 4 minutes.
Thank you.
There were.
My time starts now. Thank you very much for allowing me to call into your program tonight. And I thank also your fellow colleague, which is Chinasa Nworu, who is on set tonight. And I bring greetings to all Biafrans across the world. Mazi, I am not surprised about the disinformation against Ipob by BBC. Not one single surprise. If this disinformation doesn't come, the intensity of our struggle for liberation and freedom of Biafra will not speed up. We need it. Remember, Mazi Kanu mentioned this, that someday or until they begin to open up themselves, because they could no longer hold on to themselves, they will come openly and begin to, support Nigeria evil. This propaganda and disinformation, that time we have arrived. And Mazi, we should not be, worried about disinformation from BBC. We have a media team that will deal with that aspect of their misinformation. We should get on with our job. Our job is to continuation matching through the myths that we continue to apply until we get freedom. Mazi, let me tell you what BBC is known for. Because it's not, BBC in Africa is an agent of the British imperialism in Africa. That is the mission of BBC in Africa. That's one key thing everybody must know. BBC is not in Africa to help you to develop. They are not in Africa to bring your news to the public. BBC is in Africa to twist every narratives in Africa in furtherance of the imperialism of the ex-colonial master, who is not into neo-colonialism in Africa. And it is only African continent that are still dumb to understand to understand the role of BBC in Africa. Asians, they have waking up. They have driven them out. Latin America have woken up. They have driven them out. They counter them in all fronts. They fight them in all fronts. In fact, they also play the politics and the game with them until they get what they want and they push them away. Master, this is what BBC is known for. Disinformation in Africa. BBC is number one of that. Lies in Africa and across the world. BBC is number one. Propaganda. BBC is number one. False narratives. BBC. When I mean BBC, I am also synonymously mentioning British men, so that you get that clear. Mazi, what they do is that they dish out disinformation and false narratives to keep all of us busy fighting over their disinformation while they continue managing their estate with those quasi leaders they put in place. This is what they do. BBC is the agent of Nigerian oppressive government. We don't need to go to any court to prove that. It is crystal clear. Americans are also aware of this information that we are passing. That is why America don't agree with Britain in all fronts that affect freedom of any organization. Mazi, let me shock you today. Mazi, first and foremost, Fulani herdsmen is the fourth most dangerous terrorist in Africa. Either in Africa or in the world. That was declared
your time
in the whole world.
Finished there.
Mazi, you gave me 4 minutes. Mazi, you gave me 4 minutes.
Yes.
You gave me 4 minutes. Okay. Mazi, to summarize, they are the fourth. And Britain, BBC has never made any program against the Fulani. And they are dancing with them every day, romancing them every day. These are the fourth most dangerous terrorist organization. Mazi, remember what happened in South Sudan? I'm aware of my time, Mazi. In South Sudan, Britain were their former colonies between South Sudan and North Sudan. How did the South Sudan get their independence? They declared themselves independent and went into armed struggle with the North Sudan. Why did they do that? Because the Northern Sudan wanted to declare Sharia law across the whole country, and they began to fight it. They went into arms and ammunition. Today they gained independence and they are being admitted into the League of Nations. We must continue. We do not need to care about what they declared us. We don't care about what they say about us.
Of course.
We will continue to fight them head on. The only thing that they can never defeat us on is that we are fighting the just cause. And the cause we are fighting for is the freedom. And this freedom is protected under the UN Charter, under the UN article. That is why they can never defeat us in any court. If they like, let them go and take all the media posting on Facebook and YouTube. It can never be admissible in any court of law in the world. Mazi, thank you very much for your time. And thank you and have a wonderful evening.
Remain blessed. Thank you. Caller on signal, welcome to the program. Please, you have maximum 4 minutes. Caller on signal.
Yeah, Mazi. Yeah, good evening. I'm calling from the zoo. Mazi, my name is Casey. Thank you for your program, Mazi. God bless you. Mazi Chinasa, please, God bless you for your work. My little contribution is this, Mazi. If there is any way we can drag these people to court, at least let them pay for defamation of character. That will also be the same. And another thing I want to tell our brothers who are in the social media and Facebook, we have taken an oath to restore Biafra. There is no going. In fact, there is no even back go. There's something I used to say in the platform always. When our leader was building this vehicle, there is something we forgot. We forgot to put revise, and there is no revise. So these people, British, there is one Nigerian useless soldier that somewhere in social media calling for the Zoom media to go and kill civilians in the east. In the Igbo land here, BBC will not report it. The Nigerian soldier goes from one house to another, destroy, kill innocent people, children, women. BBC will not report it. They bomb it down people's house, church, market, supermarket, business centers. BBC cannot report it. You see, that British megaphone, God will punish them and they will never see it, including those our idiot brothers that are working with them. Those evil satanic people, God will judge all of them. There is no going back, because if I see the way our people are dying every day, and somebody is talking of who brought violence in our land, when we were carrying flag, protesting, going from one place to another, protesting, and they were killing us since 2014 till now. Where was BBC? Where was Britain, that British megaphone? Where was them? Where was Britain? Where was those idiots commenting, writing, those garbage in BBC? When we are there, when we are being massacred in Onitsha, killed in Aba, killed in Enugu, in Abakaliki, in Port Harcourt, everywhere we are killed like chicken in our own land for carrying a flag. Where were those bastards? And today they are coming. I just want to talk to our people, those who are in Facebook. Please put more effort. If you need to go, God, let the fire all of them. Mazi, God bless you. I just feel this megaphone when God will punish. Look at what the Fulanis are doing in Benue State, cutting people's head. This was 2 days ago. They went to army training school somewhere in Kaduna, burn it down, burn train, destroy it. Have BBC report it and hold the people to account, and then God will judge that British megaphone.
And for your information, BBC is the media, the first to pronounce the first Nigerian coup, military coup, 1966. It is BBC that called it Igbo coup. It was not hate speech, oh. It's a love speech, love. It's not hate speech. They thought that we forgot all this. They brought this tribalism to Nigeria today.
And that led to killing of many Igbo military officers, because they call it Igbo coup. It led to killing of Igbo officers. And it's still killing them till today.
BBC, you know, they are you know, they are putting hand in the den of bees. When suing BBC, see this BBC Igbo coup they pronounce. It must be put there. They must come and answer why they pronounce that Nigerian coup. They say it's Igbo coup that led to the massacre, to the spiral of what is happening today. And they are here saying they are doing documentary, they are doing information, they are misinforming. They don't know what they are into. I'm telling you. Caller on, I think we are winding down. People are calling, honestly. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? Welcome to the program.
Yeah, good evening, Mazi Jonathan. May Elohim bless you. This is Mazi Chinasa. I'm calling from the zoo.
Mazi, you have been. It's been a long time. What happened? Hope you're okay.
Yes, Mazi. You know, it's the battle that we are fighting here. And I block every network, everything else here, but we are Biafrans.
Of course.
That's it. We are Biafrans. We are blocking many lines. We have with the contract with the MTN, Glo, Tisalat, all these banding papers and network here, but they are not. Are they near like that? But we are Biafrans. Mazi Elohim bless you. Mazi Chinasa Nworu guide you people and protect people. I protect us here. Mazi, see BBC. I call BBC Beast Broadcasting Service. Beast. They are beast. See the Mazi when na what Biafrans. Israel na from Egypt. If any Nigeria took Rosie, our Rosie, Miri Rosie, Ikuku Rosie, even Opala Rosie, Biafran in Biafra land, Ndeno na Dibia, Ndine Pepere, Nobulu with a Pujumani and Aru BBC. My own has na happen the Bonazan Kafa to do an only butere, Ibone Dibia, only like you were Trapeba, Toya Nazunu, Toya Afia. If I'm telling them like those in your to go Kabama, Tonda Mobufa, Onibo Neba on our ọ na-arụ ọrụ BBC gbugbukwe ezinụlọ ya chikwe. BBC, our director said it, our director made it for those who students of Radio Biafra. We hear when our director said it here in this platform. At the end, BBC was offense and they have arrived. Mazima, this thing, this is the plan with them and BBC. But how we confronted them, how BBC did, but now, even now, one of Biafra, maybe one Bibia, maybe pastor in the Holy Ghost fire na otu ibute na arụ BBC bute ma ndị ba ya slab ndị Igbo na ebe a ihe obili nweta na atụji ebe a anyị ga-atụgide otutu ya tonda agbagbo thunder the God of thunder, the light and thunder destroyed them, all of them there. Since 1945 to now, what the BBC, how many of Biafra have you reported? BBC, what happened in Anambra State in Ekempo? Did you report it? BBC, Beast Broadcasting Service, Beast on planet, Beast. Destroying all about. They have problem with China, they have problem with India, they have problem with Asia, they have problem with Russia. Everywhere pretend. Are you Lucifer? Are you devil? Pretend. Are you devil? You people are devil on planet. The God punish all of you. Yeah, people without shame. You are doing him bless you. God bless you.
There were. Our people have rights to be annoyed. No person, I say, no people have passed what our people have passed and remain just quiet like that. Our politicians, what matters to them is to begging for political position. This is absurd. Armenia suffered genocide. 1 million of them was massacred during the First World War, from 1914 to 1917, something like that. When Nigeria was being created, amalgamated, but they hit and they started fighting so that the world recognize that genocide was committed against them by the Ottoman. No more Ottoman Empire now. Do you understand? Ottoman Empire now has shrunk to Turkey. It is no more Ottoman Empire, but they pushed and pushed and pushed. It matters a lot. If it is our people, they will say, no, leave it. What happened then? I think we give them, leave it alone. Let's move out. Let's move forward. And I ask, moving forward to where? Where are we moving forward to? Without knowing your past. This is absurd. Caller on signal. Can you hear me? Welcome to the program.
Yes, my brother. I can hear you.
There we go.
Good evening to you, Mazi Jonathan. And Mazi Chinasa and Mazi from Chineke Konobo, because why he chose you guys for this kind of period we are in. And our HOD was prophetic by his broadcast in October last year when he was telling us that if a day like this will come, and here we are. And so we go to BBC. You see, BBC have created what they call the Disinformation Unit. So people will understand that their job is to disinform. This is literal. That's what they did in 1967 or 1966 to 1970. UK government and Nigerian government and the other scavenging allies of Britain, they hid the genocide on Biafra and called it famine and hunger. But the famine and hunger and death was majorly induced and imposed on Biafra by the comprehensive blockade of Biafran land and air and the sea by the Britain and the armed forces and the allies. And so I'm very glad you picked my call this evening, because a lot of my family members, because I'm a zonal coordinator here, a lot of family members are calling me from far and near and telling me to tell you and tell our HOD, our DOS, to take BBC to court in Britain and humiliate them in their court. One of our brothers have sent me more than 10 videos that we will use as evidence to convince the world and BBC and the British that Fulani has a design to take Biafra. If they don't know, let us tell them. There are a lot of material by Governor of Bauchi State, by all of the design and the work of this government since 2015. We show anybody who is objective that they want to take Nigeria as a choice land for Fulani. There's no deceit. There's no saying this. And I want to tell Biafrans, you see, we have who we call what we call media warriors, and we have what we call citizen journalists. If BBC or British or whoever is Biafran traducer and the oppressor think that it is only the media warriors, we have citizen journalists. We have 80 million Biafrans. More than 50 million of them are journalists working for the restoration of Biafra. You don't tell us. We don't care. We do the work for our motherland, even in the middle of the night. Liar Mohammed got it right. So nobody will shake us in what we are doing. Biafrans, this is time to get into Twitter. If you don't have it, get it. The work we do on Facebook is good, but get into Twitter. Let's disseminate. Let's relay each other's messages and follow each other. And they show BBC and all established lying medias. Let's show them pepper. And Chukwu Kabiama will give us victory in his holy name and for and brother.
There what he said. Thank you, Mazi. Thank you. I will. The last caller before we call it a quit. Caller on WhatsApp. Welcome to the program. Can you hear me?
Yes, Mazi, can you hear me too?
The whole world is hearing you, not only me. Please go on. You have 4 minutes at the maximum.
Thank you very much, my big brother, Mazi Jonathan. I salute you. Mazi Chinasa Nworu, can you hear me?
Of course, he is. He imitated.
Yes, Mazi, I can hear you. I can hear you, Mazi.
Thank you very much, my big brother. I call you my big bomber. Mazi, this is your brother from United Kingdom. Mazi, there is nothing to our people. There is nothing to panic. There is nothing to worry. It does not matter. These people, did they know who IPOB is? Indigenous people of Biafra. We have come to take what belongs to us. If they like, let BBC write from now to tomorrow. That is their own cup of tea. All we need to our job, we should remember what Mazi Nnamdi always said to us. Follow them bomber to bomber on social media. Debunk them. That's the only thing we need to do. Trash BBC and put them into garbage. Tell the whole world who they are, and that is what we are going to do. Let me remind BBC Igbo and BBC at large, whatever they are, Pidgin, whatever they call themselves. There is one man, one archbishop in Owerri diocese. Have you go and interview that man, that parish priest in Owerri? Why did he come out in Aladima hospital and start crying? He saw the corpses of Igbo youths and our guests that was killed by the Abakari. The man was crying. As BBC went there, asked the man and make investigation. Those corpses that Hopus of them asked people to be taken. Who owns them? How did they come there? Who brought them into that mortuary? Hundreds of our people were murdered in cold blood by Abakari and his gang. BBC never went to investigate those corpses in Aladima. He never went there and investigated. All he can do is to bring this their propaganda against IPOB. BBC never go and ask Mazi. Anyway, let me leave it here. It does not matter. I don't even, one thing about us is this. Our leader have laid the rules for us. Whenever you see them,
pursue them and debunk them, debate them with the truth, and you know, whatever they come with, whatever they come against us, show them the, give them. You don't need to, how am I gonna put it? You don't need to look stupid like them, because BBC are looking stupid right now. All you need to do is show them that IPOB are wise. Simple as ABCD. Trash their rubbish they said they write against us, and let them know that we are wiser people, and they can rise from now to tomorrow. They can do their quagmire investigation. It's not for us, it's for them. They are not ashamed of themselves. That is what I'm here now to let the whole world know, that BBC is not ashamed of themselves. Mazi, thank you for giving me this opportunity. And Mazi Chinasa Nworu, remember the prayer I always ask you to pray. Don't forget, every night, every morning when you wake up, remember the prayer of our leader. Maybe before have they closer to us. Mazi,
thank you very much. This is where I'm going to switch off the phones, Mazi. Mazi Chinasa, please, your departing shot, please.
Okay, Mazi, I will use few minutes to just give my departing shot. I want to call all Biafrans, all IPOB members. We normally shout IPOB, one family. IPOB, one family. One family, IPOB. I want to thank every IPOB member. We must be proud of what we have been able to achieve. At this period, they thought that adopting our leader, renditioning him to Nigeria, would have destroyed this struggle. I thank all faithful Biafrans, those who are not even IPOB members, but they understood what IPOB members were passing through during this period. They understood everything. I know people who are not strongly IPOB members, but they do call me. They said, look, this is what you have to expect. I do get calls from people we trust who used to encourage us to say, don't give up. They pray for us. They say, don't give up. You have not seen something like this. This is what happens in a kind of a war situation, in a cold war. These are the things that happen. They will blackmail you people, so that the people will hate you people, so that they will divide the loyalty of the struggle on ground. They will use all kind of, they will call names. And right in front of us, we have seen, because we maintain the IPOB principles, the command and control. We maintain to be white and whiter than snow. We remain truthful in all our dealings. That is why you can see us today. We can see the way we are talking from the time our leader was rendition is the way we are talking to you today. Our voice has not changed. Our courage has not dwindled. Not those who have continued to boast and speak. Today their voices are no more strong, because they know they were agent provocateurs. We are calling all Biafrans. It is because of our resilience. That is why we can be able to defeat all these enemies. As we know, all the infiltrators, their sponsors, they have all run helter-skelter. We can see their sponsors speaking from both sides of their mouth, accusing each other. They can no more fund, because they know the game is over. Some of them cannot even face Abuja, because it was them who went at the first place and betrayed our leader, sold our leader to the Fulanis. Today, the Fulanis want them to say something, and they have nothing to say. They can't even beg. The Fulanis don't see them as anybody. You can see that in Yeso Wike. You can see that in the lives of Dave Omani, Hope Uzodinma. You can see all of them pointing fingers, and all the people, the criminals, they all gathered to make sure they gave IPOB a bad name. and people can see those things who come here. Tell our people, wait. I hope our people might have learned some lessons, that they can see it is during this period that our leader was renditioned. All their evidence they gathered, everything they gathered is within this period. What they know, it was a difficult time for IPOB, because that was the time they set out their missionaries, their agents, their conspirators, their saboteurs. That was the time. So they were all waiting. If you watch out, their documentaries are from the time our leader was renditioned, was adopted in Kenya. It covers the range of their documentaries. That was all they were waiting. Had it been something went wrong, a massacre happened in the Nnamdi election, it would have been included also in that particular place, maybe in a more horrified way. We will always be on a defensive mode. We know their plans. We know why they wanted the sit at home to be violent. That is why IPOB continue to say, if you want to sit at home, let it be voluntarily. Nobody will pursue you. Besides, it was the DOS that announced the sit at home. But we tell people, do not attack our people. Do not kill our people. Let it be a voluntary something they're doing on their own in support of our leader. But some people, based on that, something that they didn't come from them, they use it to instigate, because that is what their paymasters told them to do. Today, most of you have seen all those things. And it is at this particular point, the things that were happening to our people, that is why you see the IPOB media, we became a little bit aggressive because we understand where they were going. Yes, there is nothing wrong to being aggressive when your enemies are at your doorstep and about to devour you. Therefore, to this end, what I am saying this evening, and for the hearing of the whole world, we have never called violence against Nigerian state or against anyone. Because BBC said we have called violence against the Nigerian police, called violence, but they have to give at one test. Igbo leaders, if you are an Igbo leader and you think you can kill us, bring army in the communities, point at us, they kill us, and you go home and sleep. It doesn't work that way. Nature abhors such behavior because we have to fight for our freedom. Therefore, this evening, Biafrans and BBC, let us make it very clear, and I'm making it very clear this evening. IPOB have not called for violence against Nigerian state or against anyone. If that is your position, you can only ask our people. If that is only what you believe, then we have the right to ask our people to defend themselves in the face of brutal attacks. Our mission has always been referendum to decide the fate of Biafrans. That we know it is a peaceful means, and that is why always we said we are looking for a referendum. We want to decide our fate through a referendum. We are not going to fold our hands. Any attack against our people, it is against our fundamental human rights to stand looking at our enemies, mold our people down, rape our mothers, rape our brothers, or kill our fathers, uncles, in the name of Fulani Hesme. We are not going to stand up. It is our fundamental human right to defend our people, to defend our existence, to defend our property. We make sure it is our right for self-defense. And for the right that we are defending ourselves does not equate in any way making us to be violent in anything we are doing. We have right for our self-preservation. We are not calling any attack against any Nigerian government. We are only defending ourselves. And in any face of violent attack or brutal attack against any Biafran, against anybody in that particular geographical zone called Biafra land, I am telling you, BBC, you can start now to make a new documentary. We are going to defend ourselves. It is our right, and we will continue to defend our people to the best we can, whether by broom, by stick, by fruit, by any log, even by machete, we will defend ourselves. You should have that inside your skull, and your reporters, for next time you want to report, make sure you report objectively, because your biased news report is not going to deter us, because we know you are the mother of liars, you are the mother of fake news, and we are not going to accept, you are not going to call us names, and we accept it. Therefore, dear friends, I thank every one of you. Mazi Chinedu, it's unfortunate. It is because of this BBC program that we decided to come on air to make clarifications, and I urge every one of our people, like we said here, 1 month, we are going to sleep, bath, drink our coffee, take our relaxing mode on every BBC platform. When you sleep and wake up, you drop one message for them. When you go to school and come back, you remember, go to BBC platform. If they block you from their commenting, look for one of their reporters, and we are going to release the names of their reporters, all their emails. We are going to give them those truths they are running from. Once again, dear friends, my name is Mazi Chinasa Nworu. Mazi Chinasa Nworu, serve the indigenous people of Biafra as a member of the Directorate of the State. Now we and them, we are not scared of them.
Biafrans and lovers of freedom, hearing my voice, our voice today, being the 12th day of May 2022, we have come to the end of this program. One thing is sure, according to what Mazi Chinasa Nworu says, to reiterate it, we are not going to be deterred by the fake news of BBC. Rather, it should spur us into more actions, to be more vehement in exposing them, in exposing the lies of the zoo, in exposing the atrocities they are committing against us. Let us invade their platforms with the truth. That is the thing. Because BBC, they have touched the tiger's tail. They are the people that started this tribalism in that zoo called Nigeria by reporting the first military coup, Nigerian military coup, as Igbo coup. Let us remind them that they have questions to answer. Because that we kept quiet, it doesn't mean that we didn't know what we should do, that we didn't know. We studied everything that happened and the role they played. That is why they kept the records of Biafra war classified. They never declassify anything. They want until the whole people involved in the Biafran war dies in the next 50 years. Now they will declassify the information. That is it. They don't do their documentary or their investigative journalism when we Biafrans are being slaughtered, when we are being hunted like wild beasts and shot and killed extrajudicially. They don't do all these things, all their so-called investigative journalism. When people are killed, our people are slaughtered in the north. They don't do that. They don't do investigative journalism when our businesses are being destroyed in the north. Do you know that alcoholic beverages are being destroyed in the Sharia north? And they clap for it. They clap, they applaud it. But when we say that we don't need the the Fulani cows in our land, they say it's a call for violence. How do you say that? It is against our belief, our religion, that Fulani cow will be roaming on our land, on our territory. It is against our religion. Any person that asks you, you say, this is against our religion. The same way they are in their Hizbah police, say they are defending their religion, that to destroy the livelihoods of us, Biafrans, that are living in the same country called Nigeria. Why should we also go against our own belief, our own religion, that says it is abomination, it is a sin, it is a crime for Fulani cows to be roaming on our streets, in our land. It is abomination. We don't need it. It is against our belief. The same way they are destroying our businesses in the north, that is the same way we pay them back. Do you understand? We have a natural obligation of protecting ourselves. If somebody comes to kill you, you should defend yourself. You don't need any permission from anybody to do that, because it is a natural law, natural phenomenon. If you are there complaining and you become killed without no resistance, even people, you die a miserable death, people will start blaming you. So it is our right as human beings to defend ourselves in the presence of danger. It doesn't matter what BBC is saying, because according to the prophecy of our leader, they will come direct, and today they have out their ugly heads. They wrote letters saying until the 18th, but to reply. But today, after 2 days, today is 12th. Who is deceiving who? All they said they wrote to IPOB leadership, and they replied, but they were unable to respond. What kind of English is that? They replied, but they were unable to respond. I never understand. You know, mischievous people like BBC, mischievous entity like BBC, they don't care speaking even useless grammar, confused grammar, in order to legitimize what they are doing. How can you say you write somebody and he replied you, but he's unable to respond? I cannot understand. So what BBC has done is a wake-up call. It should make us to rise up more, guide our loins into action, because BBC, they are doing the demonic work. What is interesting, their interest to them is just to keep that zoo, that giant zoo, afloat. It doesn't matter how many of us are perishing, that is not their problem. Indirectly, they are calling on the caliphate, the Nigerian government, to tighten more, to make internet access to be more costly, not to give us electricity, not to provide electricity, because they believe, oh, with electricity, the little 1 hour in a week that our people are having, that is making them to charge their phones and to write. Do you see how evil BBC is? We must continue doing what we are doing. We have no back to go. So any person that is saying we contemplating on going back, we have no back to go. That is the reality. Therefore, this is a call for freedom. We must be free from this grip of the caliphate. The Fulani, anywhere, just watch it. The whole countries are complaining. In Mali, they are fighting against the Fulani. The indigenous people are fighting against the Fulani. In Burkina Faso, the same thing. In Ivory Coast, the same thing. In Ghana, everywhere, but the same thing. Central African Republic. And BBC is there to launder their image as their pets, because they are there to give them access to every of our resources in our land, in the zoo. That is why they can even praise Satan and paint black to be white, just to get what they want. They should remember, and we should let them know, that we are human beings like them. This is no more the time of slavery, where the white people say that black people don't feel pains. We feel the same pain they feel, because we are human beings. The same veins, the same neurons, the same cells, the same red blood that is flowing in them, that is the same thing that is flowing in us. We have to fight and continue fighting in order to restore Biafra. Biafra is our religion. Biafra is who we are. We have no other religion or ideology other than Biafra. If you have any religion or any other ideology more than Biafra, know that you've not started. Therefore, we continue in what we are doing. From me, Mazi Jonathan Chinedu, from here, it is simply good evening. Therefore, we continue.